How much do we really know about what goes on behind the scenes? What secrets are they hiding from us? The Overwatch matchmaking system has been a big topic of controversy since it was discovered that they made secret changes that are actually not only limiting your rank, but are straight up lying to your face. But you know what's not a secret? That 99% of the people watching this aren't subscribed, so go and click that button. Alright, back to the video. Specifically what happened is the Overwatch team changed competitive and matchmaking as a whole, so you won't get into as competitive games, but in turn you have a reduced wait time to find a game. Before we go any further, let me break down some terms for you so you aren't confused. SR means skill rank and MMR stands for matchmaking rating. So in Overwatch 1, your rank was determined by your SR, and the number that would show up under your rank would be your SR, and your MMR was usually the same with a slight higher or lower based on your win-loss streaks. So 2000 SR in Overwatch 1 would be directly tied to your rank, which would mean you are in gold, but in Overwatch 2 they actively hide this, so the only way you can see it is going through Blizzard support and going through the whole process of getting your whole account data just to see your SR. So not only do they hide it, you could be gold last season and this season you are placed in mid-silver. So did your SR change? Did your MMR change or get dropped? No, none of these changes really happen because the way the system works, they just drop you in rank without necessarily changing your SR or MMR to give you this illusion of progress. Your rank does not matter when it comes to matchmaking. Your SR is not taken into account. That's the visual rank that you see on the client side. What matters is this MMR that's hidden deep in their algorithm. This is what Blizzard says about their matchmaking. Your MMR will rise over time if you improve your skill and win more games against players of your current MMR level. All of our games, including competitive, only look at MMR when forming a match. We never use your outward facing skill tier or division to form matches. Likewise, the rank you see in a player's profile isn't the same as their MMR. So now when you read only this part, you're probably thinking it would make sense for them to raise or lower your matchmaking rating so you aren't playing against a different tier of players. But see, this is where the issue arises. It says in the next paragraph, we will only adjust your MMR after you win or lose a game if you come back after not playing for a long time. Your MMR is unaffected when we lower your rank at the beginning of a season and everyone in the matches has a similar MMR to you. Initial ranked matches can feel turbulent because many players return at the beginning of a season, and anything that changes player population is going to affect the matchmaker. So what's the point of lowering your rank in the beginning of the season? You're playing against the same players you would be playing against regardless. If you were in Plat 3, your visual rank would say gold, but you're still playing against Plat players. It's because they want to give you this illusion of progress, the illusion of you making an improvement to actually trick your brain into staying on the game longer. What this could mean is you could be Plat or Diamond in MMR, but your visual rank says gold. And this is because Overwatch is prioritizing matchmaking speed versus quality. Take for example from your own experience. Think back. How many times have you rolled over the enemy team or you yourself have gotten rolled? The amount of times this has happened is probably higher than you should reasonably expect from a competitive experience, but it all comes down to how big the MMR gap is when they're making the matches. Because if you prioritize speed of matchmaking and you put a Plat 3 against a Gold 3, the Plat 3 will of course significantly have an advantage, and it will cause that one player to tip the scales to an extent of rolling the enemy team. So sacrificing quality of games to keep players on for as long as possible, not waiting in queues, is what they're actively doing. But hey, at least you don't have to wait long for a game, am I right? The issue at hand is the fact that they're removing these competitive elements from a game. The ability to competitively make games of high quality as well as bring players into a great competitive experience. The fact that you are so easily able to get placed in a match with people of higher MMR than you and you get rolled is absurd. The fact that the rank that you see in the game is all a lie. And personally, that makes me kind of mad, as it should make you mad. The fact that my drop in rank at the beginning of the season doesn't actually mean anything because I'm playing against the same players. The fact that it's all artificially fabricated and you're not actually going anywhere, you're making no progress. They did all of these changes in the name of reducing toxicity, but they gave us such a detailed leaderboard so you can see exactly how well each person on your team is doing, which actually leads to more flaming than if they just kept the ranks the same. After play of the game, there's no interaction allowed and you're just forced back into matchmaking. It removes the fun of maybe joking or messing with the enemy team or talking about the game. There's no after game voting of who the MVP is with the cards. It's basically just been turned into a battle pass grind where the only real progression you see is when you get XP and battle pass tier gears unlocked. Now, Overwatch 2 is still fun in terms of gameplay, but it feels like a lot of changes they made to matchmaking as well as just the competitive experience as well as interactions with other players have been a downgrade. So I want to know your perspective on this. Is it worth the shorter wait times for these lower quality games? Do you think that the game feels more lifeless now in the sense that it's more corporate? You don't have the ability to continue playing with your team. You don't have a way to endorse the enemy team even. They removed that. What can they do to change the system to make it more fair in a sense, to bring back that community feeling? So let me know in the comments. As always, GG easy.